Check. Oh, it will crack. Not yet.
Can you hear me good?
We're live.
Can you hear me good?
Hello. There we go. We are live here at the end of game one. Ronnie Smith with Larry Wayne Dickerson. What an exciting game one it was, Larry Dickerson. Knox Central 70, Harlan County 41. And this game at halftime was a pretty close game at 31-19. But that third quarter, Knox Central really took control of the game and seized the moment.
Yeah, you said 31-19, the score at halftime. Knox Central outscored them 19-3 in the third quarter, and that was the difference in the third quarter of this ball game. Of course, good shooting by Knox Central for the game. Let's see, they finished 44%.
Wow,
and 33% for Harlan County. So they tightened up their defense like we thought they would in the second half, did the Lady Panthers of Knox Central, and they were able to force some turnovers, and Harlan County just could not get the ball to fall through the basket there in the second half to get any closer. Knox Central wins it going away here 70-41.
Well, Harlan County had a great season, Larry. They came in the number 4 seed in their district. They upset the number 1 seed, Bell County. They made it to the arena. Their coach did a wonderful job in getting them here. Nothing for them to hold their head about. They finished, 9-23 on the season and able to be here in a season like that says a lot about the program. Congratulations to the Harlan County Lady Bears on a great season.
Yeah, congratulations to them. They're very young, so expect them to be back here in the next few years if they can continue to just grind it out, and work hard, and both on and off the floor, and success will come.
They were led in scoring, Harlan County, by J.C. Cochran with 13. She was the only Lady Black Bear in double digits. 6 points for Reagan Clem, 5 points for Kaylee Runyons. She had a great season, and also J.C. Simpson. And then 6 points for Reagan Clem, we mentioned. 2 points for Reagan Landa. And Lauren Lewis with 4. And Tylen Napier with 4.
Yeah, and the final scoring for Knox Central, who improves to 25-4 on the season. They will advance to the girls' semifinal action. They'll play the first game Friday night at 6 o'clock. They'll take on the winner of the next game that's getting ready to take place, South Laurel taking on Jackson County. They were led in scoring by the super sophomore, you said it, Ronnie, Shelby Mills. She finished the game with 28 points, followed by Haley Collins. She finished with 14 points, 11 points for Mackenzie Hensley, 4 points for Kaylin Smith, 3 points for Kelsey Smith, and then you had 3 points for Hannah Melton and 2 points each for, Sydney Hurst and Zoe Hamilton.
The great thing, looking here, Larry, Collins only had 14, but she had 10 rebounds, so she has a double-double. Shelby Mills not only had 28 points, she had 5 assists as well. Great game for them. And then Mackenzie Hensley looked great, finished in with 11, moved the ball well, hit some tough shots, played some great defense. And Knox Central advances to the semifinals of the 13th region tournament, and they will play Friday night. Let's take a look at those brackets, Larry. We've not updated them yet, but we'll have them right here. So they will play the winner of this game, which is South Laurel and Jackson County. And we'll preview that game at halftime, talk about it, and then talk to some people at the end of that game. So that's going to be a great game. South, the winner, Jackson County, the runner-up in the division. Jackson County's been able to upset people in the past, Larry, including the Lady Redhounds a couple of years ago.
Yeah, they're no stranger to this tournament. They're no stranger to getting wins in this tournament. And you said that they defeated what at the time was the defending 13th region champs in the Corbin Lady Redhounds a couple years ago. And it started with Abby Gilbert down low, and she's their leader here tonight as a senior.
Yeah, so again, Knox Central wins game one, 70-41. Your thoughts of the atmosphere for game one, Larry? It's great to be up here tonight.
It is. It's always a great atmosphere, even for the girls. A lot of people don't want to give the girls credit. They don't fill the arena like the boys' games do for whatever reason. But let me tell you something. These ladies work hard, if not harder than some of the boys' teams. And no knock on any of our teams in the 13th region. But these young ladies work just as hard as anybody else. And they all deserve the right to be here. And they're all playing for a chance to cut down the nets. Of course, as Ronnie said, the ladies will play in the semifinals Friday night. Knox Central will take on the winner of this next game here, and we've got very special guests coming up.
Come right on. Larry, let them know they'll come on one at a time with me. Bring them right on the air. Get them in the hot seat. Who wants to go first? How are you doing? Wow, girl. How are you? Nice to meet you face to face. We talk on that, so you get to be on Facebook Live. So what a game. 28 points, 5 assists is what I'm proud of.
Thanks.
So you think about it, when you score 20, when you're hot like that, you don't really see people get a lot of assists and score that many points. But that's at least 10 more points you came up with tonight. Clicking on all cylinders, a little bit closer in the first half maybe than you wanted to be. What happened in that third quarter? You outscored them 19-3.
I feel like in that third quarter we come out with a little spark under us because we didn't come out really hot the first half. And we come in with a little spark and wanted to win this game.
Well, I loved your defense. The whole team stepped up on defense. When you take a team, I don't care who they are, and hold them to 3 points in a quarter, that's something else.
That is amazing.
So let me ask you this. Shooting in the arena, obviously, it's different. Do you have any problem with that, with the background and all that, coming in here at practice, or is it how do you tune out to be able to shoot threes? Because there's a lot of people that struggle like with the different lines and getting their feet. What's your philosophy on that?
My philosophy is like getting in the gym and knowing exactly where the goal is, and just coming in and knowing exactly where the goal is, and just getting used to the environment. I love this environment and all the people in the crowd. I feed for that.
Yeah, it's fun. It's just a great. It's like a college atmosphere right now, and you think about it that way. So you move on to Friday. You play the winner of the next game, South Laurel and Jackson County. They both have some great players on each end. What does it mean to just get to the semifinals knowing you're 2 wins away from Rupp Arena, or the state tournament for the girls? So how does that feel that 2 wins, you're there?
I know it feels amazing. Just 2 wins and we could be at state.
That's good. And I know North Laurel's great, South Laurel's great.
Oh, yes.
But they can't count out the Lady Panthers. I mean, you guys have had a great season, and it's not over. And I know you're young, but you've got these seniors around you. They're hungry, and I think they're going to fight with everything they have, don't you? So what do you feel tonight about Harlan County? You think about them. They were, 9-22 coming in. They upset Bell County. That's what I like about the region tournament is you play the district. You have to play those games, and anybody can win on any given night. And you know what? They came out and played their heart out.
They did. They played really good for them, and they're a really good shooting team. Every one of them can shoot the ball.
Yeah, they did great. Well, thank you for joining us. Enjoy this win tonight. They've got pizza, food, and everything for you. Thank you for taking the time, because the 13th region loves you. We love you. We're proud of you. And good luck this weekend, okay?
Thank you.
All right. That is Miss Shelby Mills. And she did a great job on the interview. And we get Miss Collins that's going to join us here. And then Coach Warren will join us here in just a moment. Come on down, girl. How you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
Well, business tonight for you, right? You had to come in there and take care of business. We looked at the stats. I know you probably haven't seen them or anything, but, you had 14 points, but you had 10 rebounds. So, anything less than a double-double for you just isn't anything, is it? I mean, that's just something that pretty much has happened about every game.
Yeah, I feel like that's just a given for me. I feel like tonight probably wasn't my best night, but I feel like Shelby, if it's not my night, it's another girl's night. That's not something that I'm going to be mad about. Like Shelby, if she's hitting, give her the ball. If I'm not shooting it, well, it's fine. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be mad at it, but I'm still going to go get those boards. I know the first half I didn't really grab them as good. I'm still trying to get my fatigue. I'm really fatigued right now. I'm very weak. I'm trying to get over sickness. I'm still sick. I'm not
right.
It's like this a viral thing, but still trying to get over sickness right now and not be as fatigued, but trying to get the rust knocked off. But I think we played very good in that second half. The first half, I think we was a little nervous, but trying to get that nervousness out and keep going.
You go 19-3 in that third quarter. Do you realize it was that? I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I don't care who you're playing. You hold a team to 3 points. You're playing pick-up defense.
Yeah, that's what they told us. I know the last 2 times we played Harlan, we kept them under 30, which is very crazy to think about. But I know you can't look at the games in the past, but I know we held them right at in the 30s, I think. Tonight, maybe right at 40. But, yeah, we want to rely on defense because we know if we rely on defense and the offense will come. And I think that's what happened in the second half. Like the first half, like I said, we had a lot of jitters and it was a lot of east to west. We wasn't attacking the goal, wasn't drawing fouls, and we wouldn't do an inside-outside game. Because when you're in the arena, you want to do the inside-outside game because
yes,
you don't want to just rely on threes.
Yeah, because don't you think it's some of the shooters where the lines are different and they've got the pro line, and some people instead of getting up on our 3-point line, they want to shoot behind them. That's going to mess some people's shots up. But see it every year, don't you?
Listen, I tell this story every time, and I laugh every time. But I remember when I was playing at North, and I got in. It was when we was playing against South, I'm pretty sure. I shot about 5 feet behind the NBA line, and Eddie Mahan about chewed me a new one. And I was like, I airballed it, and I was like, hey, I'm sorry. I didn't know where I was out on the floor. And that's just a story I tell everyone.
Well, it's cool because everybody, you don't see, you got 10 extra feet of court here, and you've got those lines. But thinking about this, in all sincerity, not to get too emotional, but you've been up here so many times knowing this is your last. What does this mean to you to get to Friday and know you're 2 wins away from making it to the state tournament?
I went down the hill in the first round as a loser, in the second round as a loser, and in the third round as a loser, and I've never went down the hill in the third round as a winner. And every time I've lost, somebody's always looked at me and said, they never felt bad for me. They just always said, get up and do it again. And I don't have another time to do it again. This is my last time, so I'm going to die trying, and I know I'm going to try to pull the wagon. And I know my other teammates are going to die trying because we have 5 seniors, and that makes a big difference in the experience. And we have people to play for. I know, like I said, that just makes a huge difference. And it makes it more emotional because I know a lot of girls on our team, they ain't playing basketball in college, so it makes a big difference. Like I said, I can't promise we're going to win the region, but I promise we'll die trying.
I think that's well said, and I want to appreciate you. Anytime we've asked to talk to you, you always talk to us. You always give us a great interview. I love your passion. I believe God has great things in store for you. I hope you get to feeling better. You got a couple of days to rest and get going, and we wish you the best of the luck from here on out.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate you all, and I appreciate all you all do for us athletes.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Go get hydrated. Tell Coach to come join me, okay? All right. Wow. Miss Collins there, class act. She's a senior. She's got great things going to be happening to her in her life. And we are just so glad that she was able to join us tonight so that we could interview her. She is hungry to get the win. Knox Central wins 70-41. I don't know if you've had a chance to look at that, Coach. Coach Steve Warren is with us tonight. I'll give him a minute just to look at that, and I'll just kind of recap. Shelby Mills with 28 points, 5 assists. What a night for her. Miss Collins, 14 and 10, had a double-double. Mackenzie Hensley with 11 points. The third quarter, folks, is what made the difference. And we'll talk to Coach Warren. Just so glad to have you with us here, Coach. Thank you so much for joining us. I know you got a lot of things and a lot of emotion. You know what? Hey, that first half was a little close. Yeah. Halftime, woo, they came out. They had a bucket there. They could have scored and got it to 10.
Right. Well, I think we come out a little flat. I mean, obviously they're finding people, and that's us. We have to share the ball, and I think early it was sticking, and maybe big-eyed here, first game of the tournament, I don't know, but we made just a few adjustments there at halftime, and it was a big third quarter for us.
Yeah, 19-3. I don't care who you're playing.
Yeah,
a 19-3. Finishing out. The game 70-41. Now you move on to Friday, and just talking to Collins here. They're focused. And she said, you know what? I don't know. I'm going to quote her. I don't know if we're going to win the region tournament, but we will die trying.
Well, that's kind of our motto. I mean, I'm hardcore right here and coaching these girls. We've got 5 seniors, and man, they lay it on the line for us right here. And the 3 sophomores that play a bunch. We play hard. We play physical for girls. Girls and boys are a lot different, but man, they give me everything they got. We don't always make the right smart play, but we get it back.
Yeah, and that's the thing is the defense. And you think to score 70, hey, that's great. You're not always going to do that, but anytime you can keep any opponent in the 40s, don't you feel like most of the time your team's going to win?
Right. That's at halftime, what they have 19 at the half, and we're back here, raising Cain with them, and we're really stressing on the offense, but to hold a team like that to 19 and a half, it's really, that's tough to do. And if you hold teams in the 40s, most of the time you're going to win.
Yeah, and that's and it can be harder to shoot here, the different angles. I think we talked about it earlier with Shelby and the different 3-point lines where you've got all that in the bigger court. But man, it didn't bother Shelby tonight.
No, Shelby. I mean, you've watched her in the past. She's always played well here. A lot of those times it's been against us. That's what I told her. I said you're shooting for us here this time, and she she seems to love the gym here and the atmosphere, and she really got us going tonight, and it doesn't affect her any.
Well, you're a lifer in the 13th region, been involved in a lot of tournaments as a player, as a coach, and just being up here at the arena, and first night, a little bit different setup this year, but thinking the way it's going to be rocking and rolling Friday night, I know that Panther Nation will be out to support your girls, and you want everyone out to get out that can.
We do. These girls, we're in the semifinals now. There'll be 4 teams left. We'll play either South Laurel and Jackson. And, for girls basketball in this part of the state, it doesn't get any bigger. I mean, you got the 13th region. It's some of the best basketball girls-wise in the state. And we're just happy to be a part of the semifinals. We want everybody out, supporting these girls.
Yeah, and you think about it yourself, North, even South, those 3 teams are kind of maybe just a little bit above some of the other teams. No disrespect to any of them, but the bottom line, it don't matter what round you play them. You got to beat them to win.
Yeah, I mean, we're here now. That's what we talked about beforehand. There were 8 teams left. Everybody deserves to be here. You got to go take care of who you're playing. It doesn't matter who it is, South, North, Corbin, Harlan County here tonight. We talk about knocking them off one at a time, and we feel like we've got 2 left, and we've got one big one Friday night.
Yeah, 15th region officials. Sometimes they don't let you play as much as maybe what we're used to.
Right,
the 13th region. How will that be?
It's an adjustment for these girls, because we like to get up and guard and get up in you. And then we told them before the game, let the game come to you to see how they are going to call, see what we can do. And I think we did a good job of that. We fouled a lot there earlier. I think Harlan had 1 foul at the half, and a lot of that was us due to us not attacking the bucket. I feel like so. That's something we stress. We got to make the officials. We got to give them something to call.
Yeah, well, it's good to have fresh officials, though. I love to see it. Wish our guys in the 13th region to get to go to another region, and hope they go and are very successful. But Coach, I love you, buddy. I'm proud of you. I wish you the best. Thank you for joining us, and hopefully we'll get to talk a little bit Friday night as well. I know Miss Collins saying she wasn't feeling the best and needed to get hydrated, and little things like that people don't realize.
Right.
But the heart that you got with these girls, man, I like your chances.
They give me all they got. That's all you can ask, and we'll go to war for 32 minutes, and see what the outcome. We hope it's on our side.
All right, thanks for joining us, Coach.
Thank you, Ron.
All right, have a great night. You're welcome to have that if you like to have it. All right, Coach Steve Warren from Knox Central. Knox Central Lady Panthers win the first game of the 13th region tournament. They move on, survive, and advance, and they will play Friday night. And they will play the winner of the next game that's coming up here, which is South Laurel and Jackson County. I want to take a minute and show you those brackets one more time so that you'll be able to see them and see what I'm talking about. So right now, Knox Central's the winner of that first game. And then you've got South Laurel and Jackson. That game will be, after this game, we'll know who Knox Central plays. That game will be at 6 o'clock Friday. And then there'll be games That will take place tomorrow night. Harlan and Corbin at 6. And then North Laurel will be in that late game. They'll play. And those winners will play in the 7:30 game Friday. So thank you for joining us here on the 13th Region Media Network. We're glad to have you with us. So far, so good. We thank American Cable. They have sponsored this broadcast. They're your local Dish Premier retailer. Starting at $91.99, you get free Netflix for 2 years. Call them at 606-712-4203 and thank them for sponsoring this 13th Region Media mid-game and post-game show. So I've had Ronnie Smith with you. We had Shelby Mills, Haley Collins, Coach Steve Warren, and Larry Dickerson here in this halftime. We'll be back at halftime to give you an update of the South Laurel Lady Cardinals that's getting ready to start here in just a few minutes. And we'll also give you an update of Jackson County, their opponents. We'll have scoring, stats, highlights, and then at the end of the game, we'll have some more interviews. So thanks for joining us. We'll be back and look forward to seeing you soon.